Hey guys, welcome into today's video. We're diving into the second edition of me reacting to your comments. You guys really seemed to enjoy the first one, so it looks like this will be a recurring series here on the channel. And of course, if you were on Twitter last night, you know that we are on Emoji Watch. Last night at around 7 p.m. Eastern, Lincoln Riley, Annie Hansen, and the official USC football Twitter account tweeted out the fight on emoji. Now, there are a lot of theories out there on who this is for, but all I'll say is only one assistant coach put up an emoji, and that was USC tight ends coach Zach Hansen. Are there any big name tight ends SC are involved with? Man, I'm completely stumped. But before we get into it today, if you guys are enjoying the videos, please do leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And if you want to help support the channel in an even bigger way, you can do so over on my Patreon for only $1 a month. Thank you all so much for your support, and let's get into it. Alright, so first up we have Codename Yates asking, if Alex Grinch isn't perfect, what are his imperfections? If the critics are pointing out those imperfections, then their criticism is a lot more valid than you give them credit for. Last I checked, Grinch is the USC defensive coordinator. Criticism and expectations come with the job. Alright, so first off, I don't think I have ever discredited criticism of Grinch. What I have said is that you cannot place 100% of the blame on Alex Grinch. There is a lot of blame to go around. I have also said it's not fair to ask Grinch to fix a defense that was broken beyond repair in year one at USC, without the same talent influx that the offense had. Now, as for the first part of the question, Grinch's imperfections with me start at lineup and personnel choices. I know halfway through the year, and I know a lot of you were saying it with me, but when Eric Gentry went out in that Utah game, Shane Lee was forced to stay on the field a lot more than he should have. He got exposed time and time again. Rajon Davis absolutely should have been in the starting lineup down the stretch. And our thoughts about that were confirmed in the Cotton Bowl when Rajon finally got his chance in the fourth quarter and he balled out. I also hated the choice to continue dropping edge rushers into coverage, in particular players like Nick Figueroa who just don't have the athleticism or instincts to make plays in space. I mean, I feel like I've done a pretty good job of being vocal about the things Grinch didn't do well last year. Just because I am not as blindly negative as some other people doesn't mean what I say isn't valid. Okay, next up we have Will Summers saying USC will never have a defense under Lincoln Riley. Have fun, girls. You know, the real funny thing is that OU fans will tell you that they're over it, that they moved on, that they got their guy with Brent Venables, and then they do stuff like this. And as bad as the SC defense was, your guys' defense was way worse. Which is really weird because according to you guys, Brent Venables is a so-called defensive guru, and you need to win more than 6 games before you can come at any SC fan will. Next up we have my dude Joshua Harden saying, the fact Lincoln told his assistant he's got a couple spare minutes to answer some extra questions just goes to show how excited he is about this team. The anticipation is rapidly building. I mean, that's a great point. Have any of you noticed how excited and cheery Lincoln has been in the past 3 or 4 media sessions? He's eager to talk about this team, and I can totally see why. This group really has the potential to do something special. Major shout out to you, Joshua. Okay, next we have Brian A, who says, you mentioned Dorian as a guy who could maintain that balance. Balance of what? Singer tried to punch out his QB during a game last year. Is that balance? To which I responded saying, if you know anything about Jaden DeLora, you'd know that Dorian didn't start that. Because his quarterback had a temper problem does not mean Dorian isn't a calm, steady presence. To which Brian says, a mature individual would have walked away, but it was Fist City. Let's hope he doesn't go Fist City on Caleb. Just saying. Oh, I mean, dear God. Yeah, Brian, of all the things to worry about, I'm worried about Dorian throwing hands with Caleb. But I mean, there is definitely a recurring theme when Brian comments. 3 weeks ago he said, don't know the films you are watching, but your boy Jamil had 1 sack in 12 games last year. 1 single sack. Just saying. Okay, well first off, I know counting is hard, but he had 2. And I guess Brian is smarter than me. And Lincoln Riley. And Alex Grinch, and Roy Manning. Let's not look at total pressures or pressure rate, or the fact that he didn't rush the passer on every play. Let's just look at sack numbers. So according to Brian here, Dorian Singer is going to punch out Caleb and Jamil Muhammad can't play. Gotcha. Alright, next up we have Jersey Bears. He says, can't wait till y'all come to South Bend. I'm gonna be there, should be fun, go Irish. Ugh, I feel gross having read that last part. But the game should be fun. I plan on being there as well. Always love taking the trip up to South Bend, although it's been a while since we have walked out of there with a W. But hopefully this is the year that happens. Sam Hartman against Caleb Williams is going to be must-see TV. If you guys didn't see my video talking about Notre Dame's new quarterback, Sam Hartman, I am extremely high on him. There isn't a bigger upgrade in the country than ND going from Drew Pine to Sam Hartman. But yeah, I can't wait to be there for that one. If you haven't made it to a game up there, I highly recommend it at least once in your lifetime. Appreciate you, man. Next up, we have Slap Happy saying, you are so positive, you almost scare me. I mean that nicely. fan since '74, Anthony Davis was my favorite player. I mean, I honestly don't know how much of it has to do with my positivity. I mean, compare me to some people, the doom and gloomers crowd, and yeah, I'm extremely positive. But overall, I just try my best to be fair and honest with how I'm feeling. I am a natural optimist. I like to see the best case scenario first before diving into what could go wrong. And also, AD is a fantastic pick. Watching some of his older games, I mean, it's crazy how dominant a player he was. And finally, we wrap up with my man Frederick Marks, aka Freddy, saying, G2, man, you've got talent, your coverage is next level. I appreciate the kind words, Freddy. Excited to hear you are an SC baseball fan. I would love it if you could follow the team with the same kind of enthusiasm you bring to football. So I appreciate you as always, Freddy. I would love to cover USC baseball. I'm a huge fan. I'm seeing the team get talked about more and more on message boards and even in my comment section. So I probably will do some baseball content here and there to see how it does. The team got a huge sweep over Wazoo this weekend. They're playing some real great baseball right now. The pitching has been much better than I expected, and we're getting runs across the plate in a bunch of different ways. If you guys want baseball content on this channel, let me know down below. But major shout out to you, Freddy. You're one of the nicest people on this planet. I appreciate all your support. Alright guys, so that's all the comments and questions I have for today. The plan will be for these videos to come out on Mondays, so if you have a comment or a question you want featured in the video, tune in on Mondays to see if your comment is in the video. Again, as we are on Emoji Watch and Deuce Robinson Watch, keep it locked in on the channel. I will have updates for you guys on all the latest breaking news involving USC. And having said that, that is all I have for you today. As always, thank you so much for tuning in. You guys are all awesome, and as always, take care and fight on.